these are my moderates. I'm going to go through them quickly. These make up the bulk of the pads that I have. So I've got a few random ones here that don't really fit into any of these stacks. This is an exposed core hand sewn by me. It's 12 inches. This is a 14-inch moderate from a Wham on Facebook, and this amazing coffee print. I just love it. This is a 13-inch wingless curved style pad that I made myself, and a 12-inch Pussy Willows exposed core serged pad. This stack are all wrap styles. The first two are Eco Owl by Netta, 12 inches, and these are also 12-inch wrap styles. Mermaid, Dapper Foxes. I love that fabric, it's so cute. Candy print, more realistic foxes, origami rice balls. It's like a candy popcorn, watermelon, jellies, this really cute moon fabric, it's the rabbit jumping over the moon, and another coffee wrap pad. This next style is more of the straighter style. I believe, yeah, these are all 12 inches. So this is my favorite pad from Annie Bell's Essentials, this beautiful Alice in Wonderland print. Cherries. Again, these are all 12-inch moderates. Well, even if they are heavies, I use them as moderates. So this one, this beautiful pad. This one, I just had to get this because it says, where is it? There we go. Well, ain't you something? And I just thought that was fantastic. Octopus that I made okay, so these ones were all Annie Bell's. This is one that I made myself. And this is one that I made myself. Okay, so the next stack, these are more of a curvy style. So this is one that I made myself. It's a 12-inch moderate, whale print, more rice balls. And then these two are for Sleeping Dough. They are also 12-inch moderates. Beautiful samurai and geisha print and a moon print. These next three are OBV pads. This is a pad from Pad Thai Cloth. It is a 12-inch heavy, but I use it as a moderate. This is my favorite OBV. Sorry, that is my Etsy phone and then my home phone. Let me get that. Okay, got the phone. So my favorite OBV topped pad, look at it, it's like almost shimmery in these jewel tones. It's beautiful. And then another 12-inch from Annie Bell's OBV topped, and another 12-inch from Annie Bell's OBV topped. Okay, so this is a 13-inch from Panty Candy and it topped. These two are 12-inch Lazy Creek Boutique. They're actually heavies, but I wear mostly moderates because I change frequently enough that I don't really ever need a heavy pad. But they are the thinnest pads I have, but they're heavies, which is unbelievable. And these three are from the most amazing Phoenix Rising Reusables. These two are custom print cotton topped pads, and this is a custom knit pad. This next stack, these are my 12.5-inch moderates from Yurt Craft. So I've got the beautiful Northern Lights print, this awesome geometric print, and then these flowers. You can tell I like bright colorful pads. And then I've got this really unique pad from County Cloth Creations. This is a 13-inch, and this is a 12-inch from County Cloth Creations. Okay. Oh, I just knocked the whole stack over. Okay. So these are the longer, straighter style pads. This is Larkspur. It's one that I made myself. It is a 12.5 inch, I believe. Yeah, 12.5. This is my Frida Kahlo pad that I made myself with the dark backing fabric. I just love this. It's got the metallic swirls on the wings. It's probably one of my favorite pads that I made myself. This is a coffee print that I made myself. Wonder Woman slash Femme Power. I just needed to put this on a pad that I made myself. Again, another one that I made myself. This is from Mama Cloth. It's a 13-inch OBV. I use it as a moderate, but I believe it is a heavy. And then these three are ones that I made myself. This one is upside down. So we've got Grumpy Cat, Sloths, and then this is a Sherlock print. I had this custom printed from Spoonflower because I needed a Sherlock pad. Anime, 12-inch. Cute little colorful owls, 12-inch. And then this is my attempt at a penis pad, and it is a 12-inch polka dot. And then the last stack of moderates, this is an 11-inch pad I made myself from a J. Wecker Frisch panel. Another 11-inch that I made myself. This is an 11.5-inch from A Splendid Story. Another 11.5-inch moderate from A Splendid Story. These are all moderates. 11-inch 80s pad that I made myself. This is a 13-inch from what is the shop name again? It's right on the tip of my tongue. I'll put a pop-up of the shop name. They're both from the same. And then this is a pad that I made myself. I forgot to wear this on Halloween. I can't even believe it. Look at the ghost has a monocle and a mustache. I was frustrated with myself, but yeah. Should have worn that on Halloween, but it was in the drawer of a million pads and I forgot. So these 4 pads I purchased in a starter set from Harp Diapers. They're all Doctor Who prints. They are 12-inch heavies, but again, I use them as moderates. And I love these pads because they all have custom TARDIS snaps. Amazing. Okay, so that is it for my moderates drawer. Okay, this is my drawer of heavy pads. Again, in the interest of time, I'm not going to take them out all the way. I'll just take out some stacks and we'll go from there. So these are all heavy, so I'm not going to say that every single time. So this is a 13-inch decorative style pad that I made myself. Another 13-inch decorative style. This is a 14-inch, again in that beautiful Alice in Wonderland print. This is a 13-inch. This is a 12.5-inch. These are all cotton topped. This one is PUL backed. 12.5-inch. I am not. There we go. So this is one of the athletic wicking jersey pads that I made for myself. It is custom printed Spoonflower print and it is fleece backed and it's 12.5 inches. And this is a pad that I made myself out of my daughter's pair of her PJs that she had totally destroyed. The legs, the knees were gone, the feet were gone, everything were gone in it. And I just didn't want to put it in her hope chest. I figured, or throw it out. She's already got so much stuff that I saved, and this is like from when she was 2 or 3, so it's not like baby stuff. So I figured I would use the fabric, because it's beautiful, for a, this is 13-inch overnight. Well, overnight slash heavy. I don't normally use 13 overnight, so. And then another heavy in that beautiful rabbit and moon fabric. So the next row We've got a 13-inch A Splendid Story pad, a 14-inch sloth pad that I made myself, Three Little Bears 13-inch, or sorry, 14-inch that I made myself. This is organic cotton, cotton topped, cotton backed with a hidden layer of PUL. I made it myself and it's 13-inch straight style. This is a 13-inch, yeah, a 13-inch, oh, I've got fluff on it, and it is a really neat glow in the dark fabric. Oh, love it. She also makes same, her other style of pads for these ones are the ones that have like the little rosebuds on top for the gushy flow. I haven't tried those. I don't really like a lot of texture on my pads, so I haven't purchased them. This is a flannel topped 13-inch, another flannel topped 13-inch, and another flannel topped 13-inch, all ones that I made myself. And then the next stack, these are all minky pads, with the exception of the one on the bottom, which is crushed velvet. So this is a minky pad from the same shop that I can't remember the name of. I will put it in again. It is my shark pad, and I absolutely love it. This minky is super soft as well. And this is a 13-inch pickle pad that I made. Oh no, sorry. This is from this shop, from the same shop. And the reason I actually went out and bought the custom printed pickle fabric is because I was a little disappointed when I got this one in and I didn't have any of the jars. Like, especially when you snap it, it's mostly just plain green. So I wanted the jars on the pad. So I made this one myself. It's a 14-inch heavy, and it's got the actual mason jars. Again, it's minky. This is a 12.5-inch from Red Rain pads, minky topped hippos. This is the first minky pad that I ever made. It is 12-inch heavy. And this is a 14-inch crush velvet pad, which I don't really like. I've realized that I don't like crushed velvet. I just don't like the feeling of it. A lot of people love it. It's not for me. Okay, so this next one, this is from Cotton Candy Eco Cloth. It's a 13-inch. Cotton Candy Eco Cloth 13-inch. Cotton Candy Eco Cloth 13-inch. Cuterus. I love the Cuterus prints. I've got it in a few different sizes. So this is a 14-inch Eco, oh no, sorry. This is 12.5-inch Eco Owl by Netta. And then these two are both by Phoenix Rising Reusables in the wicking jersey top. They are 13 inches. And then these two pads are 12-inch heavy, well, heavy and a moderate, but they're Popples pads, and I actually cannot use this shape. So they're brand new. I've never used them. They were washed. And they hang out in the drawer of heavy pads because I frankly don't have space for them in the moderate drawer. I'll probably de-stash those at some point. These two pads are from Thrifty Mama Creations. They are my vagina pads. I love it. This one's minky with fleece backed, and this one is a knit topped with fleece back. If you want a closer look at these, then I did an unboxing video and you can feel free to check that one out. Okay, so this is again a millipads. This isn't a heavy Celine. I believe it is 13-ish inches, and it's a knit topped in a really cool anime print. Now this is a 13-inch wrap style heavy. This is from Eco. I can't remember the name. I will link it, or I'll put a pop-up with it. Overnight or slash heavy pad, flannel topped, fleece backed. I think it's Win Pro. And these two are 13-inch curvy styles that I made myself. This is a custom spoon flower fabric with the uterus. The ovaries are bombs. Needed to have that. This is actually this is the first custom spoon flower fabric pad that I made. I made this about a year ago. And it did fade a bit, but not as bad as some of the other fabrics I purchased from Spoon Flower did. And then this sushi print, again, 13-inch curvy style fleece back that I made myself. Okay, so that is my heavies, just my overnights to go now. Okay, and last but not least, I've got my overnight drawers. So like I said, these ones I don't use. They're 14-inch cotton topped pads that I made myself. this is my only Modern Wednesday pad. Unfortunately, the shape doesn't work for me and the wings didn't quite meet at the back. So I believe it's 10 inches and I keep it because it's a Popples pad and I just can't bear to destash it. And then I've got this pad. It's an Alice in Wonderland meets Doctor Who mashup. Custom spoon flower print fabric. I purchased this from a Wham on Facebook, just in one of the buy sell trade groups, and unfortunately the curvy shape and the wideness of it just don't work for me. And I have some of this fabric that I purchased to make a bag. I might make myself a pad out of it at some point, but for now I'm hanging on to that one. So these these three are 14.5 inch yurt craft pads. So I've got jellies, glasses, and again these are all heavy / overnights, and my Halloween pad. These next ones are 16-inch yurt craft pads, so the zodiacs, animals, signs, symbols, mermaids, 16-inch, again heavy overnights, kitties and pumpkins, seahorses, and this Veneza print. This is the only fabric I have that stained on me. So actually this is probably the last one that I would use out of my overnight stash. But honestly, I don't really go through all of them on one cycle anyways, so it doesn't get much use after it's stained. And then these last few, this is one I made myself in the Inside Out Emotions print, 16 inches. This is a 14-inch overnight in the really beautiful rainbow owls, and it's Eco Owl by Netta. Beautiful pad. This is comedy. This pad is the length of my forearm, as you can see, and I purchased it because it's 17 inches and it's from Hand Sewn by Me, and a lot of people use these pads for postpartum bleeding, and my husband and I may, have another in the future, so I figured I'd pick one up and see, if I'd like to make a little postpartum stash. They are huge. There is no doubt that this pad would hold up to postpartum bleeding. Like I said, it's the whole length of my forearm. It's wide and it is, it's not super thick considering, but it's pretty thick. It's definitely a thicker pad, and it honestly, I tried it on and it feels like a diaper when you're wearing it. You know what, when you're postpartum bleeding, that's exactly what you want. So I think that if I ever do conceive again, that I may pick some of those up. And then I've got is it 14 inches, I think, let's see, 14 or 15 inch OBV topped Environmental. I purchased it because it's got beavers on it, so I just couldn't pass that up. And then I've got two 16-inch flannel pads from, I'll insert the name, Cozy Cloth, from Cozy Cloth, and unfortunately both of these pads are pilling quite a bit, and they got quite bunchy after I washed them. So I tend to stick to the Yurt Craft overnight pads. I thought that I'd like some soft flannel pads, but in reality the cotton thinner Yurt Craft pads are more comfortable in my opinion. So that is it. That is my last bin of pads. I'm not sure if you were keeping count I didn't. The last time I counted, I had 171, and that was a couple of months ago. I probably went up by 20 to 30 since then. So I'm guessing I'm hovering right around 200 pads. That is far, far, far more than any one person needs. This is a collection for me. It's not about necessity. I really love making pads, and about half of these are ones that I made myself. And I also love supporting other WAMs and small business owners that make their own. I love the prints, and I just love this selection. And personally, if that's how you want to spend your money, well, I'm going to get a lot of use out of these. And even though that's far more than I could ever need in one cycle, all of my pads get less use. I don't use them every single month. I might have a few of the favorites that I use pretty consistently, but by having a large stash, they're all going to get less wear and tear, so they're going to last me longer. And they don't take up that much space really, and if that's what you want to collect, hey, you know what? There's far worse things that you could be spending your money on. So that is my entire cloth pad stash. I've had this. This just came in. One of those times that I had to stop the camera, I got a phone call and then somebody knocked on the door. I ordered this from well.ca, which is an online site here in Canada. It's the Grow Clock. I believe this is from they're a UK manufacturer. My daughter, since the time change, she is now getting up at 4:35 a.m. every morning, where she used to get up around 6, which was reasonable because not much after that my husband and I are getting up to get ready in the morning anyway. But now she's getting up literally in the middle of the night. So we purchased this. They're not cheap. They're $60 Canadian. Any of you moms out there, if you have any feedback about this or ways in which to use it to get it to work, my daughter's 5, and I'm really hoping that this encourages her to stay in the bed until at least the sun is up. Like that's all I'm asking at this point. Even if the sun comes up at 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm good with that. I just don't want her getting up at 4:30. So if you have any feedback or any tips about how to use this, let me know. I might do a review on it down the road. I haven't even taken it out of the box. It's still sealed. So I've heard it can be complicated to set up. So I'll be doing that this evening. But thanks so much for watching, ladies. Again, if you have any questions about any of the makers or any of the cloth pads or anything in my stash, leave them down below. I will definitely get back to you. Again, thanks so much for watching, and I hope you all have a fantastic day. Bye.